have heard. I have not seen, I have not witnessed, but I have heard, and I like to believe what my fellow humans do because it's the only way we can progress as a species, that it is a food-based weekly, which I love food scaling, and they said that that sucks, the game developers, so that we can't do that anymore. So it's kind of surprising that apparently it's up and hopping for this specific weekly. So Peach is like awesome, right? He's like amazing. In fact, in the earliest of games, just 1, 3, 2 with a Peach, and then also he's giving ant stats, and the ant's at 2 too, which is like a buff from what it used to be, despite the fact that I think it's less cool in most ways. I would take a mosquito next turn, I would. Hairy organisms, silly glasses, rude muffins. Rude muffin. It's like the cutest little anti-cursing thing somebody could dare say. Most of my anti-cursing words are just things that are like slight variance, kind of close to what the actual thing is, but maybe that's like too close. I say frick a lot, but is that not too close to what I'm trying to dodge, you see? Strongest beaver ever frickin' seen. He didn't even win! And he lost! Not only did he not win, but he lost. The chipmunk kind of does things, doesn't he? I'm gonna just not keep this, because I think we've got a billion more in our future. I haven't seen a dude who does much this far, except a mosquito, but I think that it seems like the weekly is quite healthy. A lot of the intro dudes don't seem like they would get murdered by a mosquito, which kind of makes it seem like a mosquito is just a waste of frickin' space, and this ant is a 2/2. I don't think I have enough normal damage to actually kill anybody, but what if I had a tier 3? These are 2 little saucy pieces of trash right here. Okay, do we have food that would actually do anything with that guy? We don't, so he's suck. Is there future melon? There is nothing in this universe, actually. There's no tools besides garlic, it's only food. Well, and donut, but that doesn't count because donut is lame, okay. I haven't seen a canned... How long has it been since the can has been, like, in the weekly? Because I have no idea. This does not look the same as the last time I've seen it. So, the turtle exists and so does a pill. There are, in fact, melons. It's valid and true. So, like, look at this, look at this. I'm looking at it. I'm saying, eh. I'm saying, this looks horrible. This is a horrible row of people. How is this food-based? This is food-based. That's just a cat. I guess it eats things. Gain perk. Okay. Toys. That thing, that thing. This sucks and is gross. Yes. No. No. No, no. This guy's good. He's the only good tier 3. Good to know. A bunch of levels. This guy also hasn't been in a weekly in like forever, right? Cool units, but this also does not have any defining things. And this is a cat, which is cool. You kind of have to survive until you actually get to this. Or else, like, what's the goal here? This is a little stinky. The caterpillar's here. Not with his dearest friend the bison, but he is present, but that doesn't mean anything to me because he's just existing for the bison. I would kill this ant once it levels in the future. We are progressing for the future. I don't even know if this guy's gonna get leveled. Maybe he just gets like half. Are you like 3 gold in? He's just kind of a trash can for my 3 gold at the end there. Okay, we're only losing, but that's fine. I haven't eaten any food besides 1 peach yet. Once I start eating foods besides the 1 peach that I already ate, it's gonna be chill. Here's another level, but I actually want it tomorrow. But actually give me an ant and you stink. Now this ant is here with this pill for literally no reason. So I guess we're gonna do a toy maneuver, which is just like a garlic for 1 guy. Okay, fine. But it's the only thing I can legally afford. Still no ants, kind of stinky. Kind of frickin' stinky. This guy having it doesn't even do anything anyway because nobody in my team can kill people. I guess I could have put a beaver in front, but then like... What about all the other dudes? Okay, it's not going positively, I will admit it. I'm a truthful and honest person. Okay, so I still don't have an ant, which means that we cannot have any activities such as saying, like, my dear aunt, you're rich and single, please give me some extra gifts. And she's like, yes, you're course. You're the only child in my life, so I'm gonna spoil you rotten. Why can't this go down? Because this person never frickin' leveled, which means she's just a poor aunt, which means minimal to me as a person. Goodbye? Okay, we're gonna get someone to level. Me out here gonna use this raven just to get my ant to level so I can kill him? Absolutely. You should be up front. Please commit a murder. I have no confidence that you will be able to do this for me, and yet I just kind of dream, I suppose. All of the animals are stupid and suck, and they make me not want to buy any. It sucks that the bison's not in the weekly, because look at my sweet bison. I was so close to having a bison thing happen here. I think Dark Souls 1, my first, took me like 60 hours. That even sounds like a regular amount of time, though. is the first. I just feel like the Dark Souls games, I don't actually know about them or even like the beginning ones very much, but they seem like a game that should take like 60 hours anyway, right? I feel like I've been in the indie concept of games for so long that the longest game that I have played in any recent time that wasn't like just like, oh, you know, Minecraft when you're in middle school, you play 50 bajillion hours of it, is like Persona 5, which was a hot jam, and I love the soundtrack. That was like one of the only game soundtracks I've ever been like, yes, I will continue listening to this, and it's just good music that I'm gonna like stay with. This guy actually seems chill because I think I hate everyone who isn't him right now. So if he wants to continue existing, he can go ahead and just freaking do that, you know, because whatever. Sap the Dark Souls seems like a perfectly acceptable difficulty jump. Hey, Sap is hard. Don't have anyone telling you otherwise. Sap is a real difficult game sometimes. That just seemed like it could be useful despite the fact that we're going backwards in time to receive that. I played Dark Souls 1 on Xbox recently with no internet. It was hell of a time. Is it like hard if you don't have the summons or whatever? Persona 5 roll is too long. It took 7 minutes. Yeah, I literally played Persona 5 for the entirety of a summer while I was in college. I just stayed in the basement of my parents' place and just played Persona 5. And it was, I don't know how many hours I spent on that, but I literally finished the game and intended to immediately start the second playthrough where you have like all of the stuff kind of unleveled from the first thing and you can like focus on fighting to get better, cooler things in Fighting World. And I didn't do that, but man, if college wasn't in the way of my life success, then I could have played Persona 5 twice in a row, each for approximately 70 hours. But college had to like get up in my zone and be like complicated and taking space up. I forgot that this doesn't give me a level thing. It cheats. So this guy isn't actually that cool if I don't actually get him scaling. Good point. I shall buy one of these purely because I can't even do the bat. Can't even do the bat. You're not even supposed to be alive. If I kill you, I'll have 2 spaces open. I will have 3 gold. I could sell you and run 3 squatted, which, or 4 squatted, which does not sound crazy possible in terms of continuing my living existence. We're gonna do this, and then tomorrow, some stuff's gonna happen, but it's not gonna be easy. In fact, I would say it's possibly going to be physically impossible. Can we survive? Survival, you say? He's decent. Just for the sake of being a level 2, that guy's actually doing stuff. No, that was horrible. Okay, that was a practice round? I don't know where my head was at. It just wasn't in the game, you know? I feel like my confidence was not there. But now that we're wearing baby bonnets instead of a spooky dungeon, I feel like we've got that contrast. It's gonna make everything feel a lot more, like, vivid. I'm gonna understand what's happening more so. I have too many hours in some games. I have too many hours in a lot of games that are repetitive, like Binding of Isaac, obviously, and Super Auto Bets, obviously. But not much. I rarely start a game that sounds like it, like, plot-wise, is good, like it has an end, and also I know the end is 40 hours away. So Lies of P was kind of an outlier that I thought it was going to be shorter. Or I guess I meant to say, I guess I thought it would take me less time, or that I would give up earlier. But so far we're in the mid-zone there. Okay, this time, F the mosquitoes. The mosquitoes are gank, and they should not be, in fact, in this weekly. Never buy them, I say. You know what? Just more people with damage. Damage is the way. Blue fish is also the way. Tomorrow. Not today. Jiggly socks, ballistic pieces, ostensible citizens. Jiggly pieces, ballistic socks, ostensible socks? What does ostensible even mean? Just that you can touch it? It feels like you can touch something a small distance away from you is what that means, but that's definitely not what that means. Easily grabbed, perhaps, of the sock variety, which is like a lie because socks disappear constantly. If anything, they're like the most difficult article of clothing to pick up and also not lose. Oh, well, we could have had a beautiful pattern. I haven't done this in forever, man. I used to do that constantly. I couldn't live without a beautiful pattern. Okay, we've got a bunch of like half levels now, so that's pretty cool. Will this ant actually stop me? Oh, it didn't, but that's a very large duck. How did you afford such a large duck? He has an entire team. It's because of the ants. My ant versus enemy ant frickin' suck. I guess half levels are fine. I wish one of you would be real levels. And you know what? Here we are. I would like both of these good friends. Specifically, I want them both together at the same time and not separately. I will take him because he is good and he wants this broccoli, which I have, so at least I can feed him at least one thing. One of my children shall not complain, at least in the next morning, because I can offer one gift and it is exactly what he wants. Life is, in fact, pain. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but having a physical form and also a digital form, both, in fact, can inflict pain upon the soul. Okay, you are finally going to get things happening now. Can you give that fish back? Whoa, what a coincidence. We have a thing happening. Okay. Things are happening. Nobody else gets to level. Everyone else sucks. There's no reason to roll except for food, I guess, at this point. Dark Souls literally is a mechanic where if you farm the same enemy enough times, they'll stop respawning, and that's for all enemies. On one hand, it's like, well, that obviously sucks because if you're fighting them so much, obviously you're probably grinding them, so it's like, give them back. On the other hand, if you're just someone who just dies every time you walk past that person so many times, and then one day they just stop respawning, that's kind of hilarious, because it's like you were like, oh, the game just said I suck so bad. I can't defeat this one dude, so I'm so bad at it that he just stopped showing up. The game has taken pity on my mortal soul. Our first win of the season, man, it has been a lifetime. My lamp just decided to get way brighter for like no apparent reason. Oh, I could just make it brighter by choice then. Oh, it's changing its own self. My lamp, it has a mind of its own. This guy is scaling a second dude who I don't care about because I don't have anyone else I care about. That's what happens when you've only got one friend, you know? You have a party and you just invite a bunch of colleagues and one friend and you talk to the one friend and your colleagues talk to each other and you're like, man, birthdays are freaking. I just want a pizza to eat by myself and now I gotta share with these 6 people I don't know. I could take a bat this time, and the fact that I got this sweet duck, you know what? This means that you guys can both have stats, and I kind of want to give you an apple, but the raccoon is also interesting because technically it is a dude who does things with food, but also there is no food to be like perks. Garlic? He can steal a garlic. Congratulations for stealing the garlic, I guess. Is an apple even worth this day and age? I mean, I could do this, but like for who? You guys? My lamp is just sporadically changing colors. What's going on here, kid? What's going on here, kid lamp? I sold a guy, yeah. I'd sell him again. I could sell you and then have no people, and then instead I'm gonna do this, and let's have a toy. It's not garlic, right? It's like lasagna. I'll take the lasagna. Honestly, I'll take the lasagna. Gerbil was God. Yeah, okay, I don't know if I've ever actually played with the gerbil before. Because he was apparently legally obligated to never exist in a weekly. Now he's specifically in it, I assume because somebody made this weekly and said I'm gonna do one with a dude in it. If I see him, I will read his ability and endeavor to do something about it. What tier is he? Here's a tier 4. He looks like a baby mouse. Normally bugs, mice, and small fish are early game dudes. I guess the crab makes sense with this. Is the entire concept of everything just have this guy with much stats followed by 4 crabs? Because I could imagine a lot of people being chill with that concept and just literally doing that the whole time. I know Gerbo is related to apples. He makes apples, or he only eats apples, perhaps? He is Gigamouse, he is king of all mice. Despite the fact that he is small, he is also mighty. Wow, look at my dude! I just needed one dude who was actually big enough to do things. And we finally actually has a victory. And my lasagna, and that can of spam that I wasn't gonna give anybody because I'm not that cruel, okay? I'm not that bad of a mother. I mean, like, what does he even give friends? Works too. Oh! He's a scaler of other people. That sounds like it doesn't make sense to being a small mouse. I thought he just, like, it helped himself with apples. Which I was gonna say is a worm thing, but that's not even what the worm does anymore. This guy just needs all the health, and then I'll deal with having, like, damage later. For right now, it's just all the health, and at some point damage will come. That's my belief, at least. More bats? A level 2 bat or 2 single bats? Technically a level 2 bat, but yeah, okay, yes, that's what we're doing here. Okay, the front guy is gonna have no health, and we're gonna have a lot of health, but no damage, so, on guard. And this weekly you have to force feed your pets. Is it not always that? No, I think they're happy about it. I think that, you know, they rarely ever get fed, so if anything they should be freaking glad. It's Owl, it's actually insane scaling. Owl makes a dude who you sell to get an apple, and then you give it to that dude, and then he's like doing things. But you have to have an open spot. Interesting. Is there another dude who wants an open spot to synergize with this set? Is there like a perfect 4 animals that you're meant to be running here? Maybe a manta ray? I don't think I saw one. They've got a used up little dude. I like that hat. I feel like I haven't gotten a cool new hat in so long. I want the melted egg hat. It's not melted, it's just how he is. It's just kind of a liquid-based thing. I could level you for what reason? Great question. Because pets? These are stinky. It's just dudes who do baby things once and then you get rid of them. Is there even the Wishcash? There's not even. So like you're Garbo. And I never even liked the alpaca very much. I'm still gonna do this because it's like, what else am I supposed to do here? Nothing, because all of the guys are lame, but like, that seems kind of exaggerated. You can leave. Here's this thing. I sell this, I could level you. You know what? In my opinion, having that crow on my team was worth less than this guy being level 2. And then tomorrow we get a panther who is going to turn garlic into a worse version of the old version of lemons. In terms of things he's capable of doing, I think that's about it. Unless we get a turtle, but then like, it turns a melon into a coconut basically, right? Because you like save yourself on 40 damage, which is basically everything. So this guy could work with a turtle. Hey, this guy, I forgot about you. He would look good next to that dude. Okay, you know what? Let's do like a bunch of things. Whoa, everyone freeze the concepts. The actual good guys have suddenly joined the team. This dude's damage based, and I feel like we've got less damage happening now. So I'm gonna go with the octopi. He's gonna be here. Actually, Caterpillar, I forgot that you're suck. Please leave. And you may have food. I like the idea of him being in front. Why? I don't know. Just kind of feels like a frontline unit. I don't know if that's just a biased opinion. He dies super quick because he's got no stats. This guy's like, actually, now that you're all weakened by my little sniper friend, pow pow, everyone's dead now. This guy is getting scaling because until he gets scaling, he's doing nothing. And we've got a bat in the boot. I would enjoy these toys though. Okay. I don't actually think the panther is that good. Thoughts on the panther? Because especially this weekly, there's not a whole lot for him to do. I think that everyone says his whole thing is just to have a chili pepper, like just having a chili pepper is his only reason for existence. But he starts with such tiny stats. 3-6? That's even buffed, I think. He's like a 3-4 to begin with, isn't he? Which just sounds so horrible that it doesn't even seem like that could hold up to anything. You may leave. I actually kind of wish I had seen a turtle. A turtle in front of him would be so nice. I really like scaling, and you could say you're on 1 health and you've got 3 wins, so do anything that it takes to win, and I would be like, okay, but it's rude of you to try to insist that I do things your way or whatever. He's gonna be level 2. Please shoot twice, at least twice, if not thrice. I have no expectations. You will die by this man's hand, except you won't, because God. Yes! Anti-octopus, this was actually amazing. I'm a genius. He just needs to be naturally leveled for this to work in like a better way. And pills! I can pill this dude! And scaling! Okay, F this man. Actually this. Plus him is also a thing, but I can't devote that many spots to these dudes all doing things, but this cat is a beautiful gift. I wish I could sell. I could. I sell. I have 8 gold. I buy sushi. I have 5 gold. I buy sell. I buy sell. I have random extra gold. You know what? I think this is worth it. This first, followed by free money, I suppose. Oh, 6 money. Wow, that means I can actually even roll once. I don't even have to commit to like these dudes. I mean, a parrot behind him could actually be all right, but I'm not going to do that right now. Instead, we'll do this temporarily, and tomorrow we get more sushis. Do we have any stunning food? Chicken leg and pizza. The cat is here, and I love her. I think I oftentimes either win or die before she gets to level 3, but I just love the idea of her getting to level 3. That guy had a melon before the game even started. I called cheats. Unfortunate circumstance. He had both a worm and that other guy. Okay, worm plus gerbo. That sounds like a nickname a toddler made up for their gerbil. Gerbo, is that actually how that's said?